Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today, we're going to be doing an updated tier list of the characters in Marvel Rivals. The game's been out, Season 2's been out for about 2 weeks now, and I'm Grandmaster, so I kind of have a good idea of what characters are pretty good. So, let's just get right into this. Alright, we're going to start with the healers. Luna Snow, still S tier. Ultimate is too good. Her ult's too good. And honestly, she's still, even without the Namor team up, she's still very good. Her ultimate just carries. So, that's what I gotta say. Loki. I'm gonna put Loki in S tier as well. Loki is the perfect combination of DPS and healing. And with this season, the meta is diving. The meta is just straight up diving. So, Loki counteracts that. And the only way to really counter Loki is with a Moon Knight. And honestly, I haven't seen much Moon Knight play this season. So, I got Loki in S tier easily. Rocket, S tier. Not even. Wait. I mean, I'm gonna put him in A. I won't put him in S, cause he still doesn't get great healing instantly. Like he does get that. He did get that buff for 50 HP right away, but and his ult got updated. But basically, Rocket's ult is just a it's just a nerfed Mantis ult. And speaking of Mantis, I'm putting Mantis in B. Her ult's better than Rocket's, but if you want to play Mantis, you have to be very good at aiming. So if you have a DPS main who is good at aiming and they need to play support, Mantis 100%. You get the leaf back after every headshot. There's a lot of value with the damage boost for sure, but her heals just aren't good enough. They're longer lasting but not instant heals. And with the state of the game, you need instant heals. That's why Adam's an A. Adam's an A. And I will never say anything bad about Adam because his heals are just instant. Spider-Man's, nope, you're not killing Adam. It's just not happening. And his DPS, if you can figure out how to play DPS as Adam, a lot of output, a lot of damage output with instant heals. You need to obviously play Adam with a second healer, probably like Luna, but very good character. Instant heals with the dive meta today, it's very good. All right, Jeff. Jeff is a D, man. I honestly even want to put him in F. He's just not good. He's just not good, man. I don't know what else you need to know from that. Cloak and Dagger. Cloak is an A. Cloak is an A, not because of her just healing output necessarily. She is good at healing, but one main part that I love about Cloak and Dagger is her ultimate. If you find a Cloak and Dagger that doesn't know how to play her, she's not good. Like, she has auto aim, but Cloak does take a lot of skill. And people will try to tell you otherwise. But Cloak does take skill simply because of her cooldowns. You need to have good cooldowns with her and just managing those. On top of that, her ult can be countered very easily from like a Magneto or even a Hawkeye. Hawkeyes can one-shot out of ults these days. So Cloak's ult definitely got decreased, but the amount of space that you can take with her ult initially before she dies is so valuable that she's staying in A, 100%. She's not S because she is counterable, but her survivability is pretty good. Just takes more skill than you think, even though it's basically auto aim. Alright, so there's the healers. Pretty self-explanatory. Jeff is terrible. the only time Jeff will be good is if you can find someone who has the team up with Luna. That's the only time that Jeff is good, is if he has the team up and he can kind of flank. That's about it. His survivability is great. You're just not doing enough healing to even matter. It doesn't matter. Rocket's survivability is better with more healing output, honestly. So, alright, that's the list for healers. Alright, let's get into the tanks. Hulk's a B. He, as a tank himself, he is a B. He is nothing special. Very counterable with Punisher or Squirrel Girl, just anything with high DPS. Very, very counterable. The only reason that he's good is because of the team up. But we'll get into that later. Magneto. Magneto is an S tier tank. And let me tell you why. His bubbles can save a cloak ult. Anti-dive character. One of the underlying values that I'm going to talk about is how underestimated anti-dive characters are in the game. Everybody in the game wants to play dive, but no one wants to play anti-dive. And I will tell you, anti-dive is literally better than dive. It is the counter. I'm sick of teams playing dive against a dive comp. You have to be the better dive team, but you're not helping anything because both the healers are just in a miserable time because they're just being dove. No one benefits from that, to be honest. Like, I don't understand why people have these egos to dive against a dive comp and don't help out the healers. That's why Magneto is so high. His bubbles can save healers every time. If your supports are down, you're losing the fight. Underlying value. If your supports die, you're probably losing the fight. So, just someone who can give bubbles to keep healers alive longer. Done. Next question. Venom. I'm gonna say Venom's B as well. Venom is very good at making space. His damage, though, is just not there yet. I don't know. I haven't seen enough damage out of Venom for value. He can definitely change a game if you have a Spider-Man, but Venom by himself has really good survivability, but that's about it. He doesn't do enough damage for it to matter from my experience. All right, Thor. Thor's tough. If you have a Thor in your game, he's probably going to be good. But right now, I'm going to say he's a C tier. He is so easy to kill, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. He got his health reduced because of the Storm. Storm got taken off of his team up, and his health is down. His movement's a little bit down. He's easily counterable, and I don't. If you have someone that knows how to play him, he's very good. But underlying value of all of this, he's a C tier. He's a C tier tank. Groot, S tier. Next question. Groots can win you the game or lose you the game. So, I don't think there's much said. I think most people know this by now, but if you have a Groot on your team, he could be the worst player on your team and still get so much value just by placing walls. Because the other team, what is more likely to happen is they'll switch to Punisher and then just have them focus on the walls. And if you take out one of their team, like just an option for one of them, it's great value. So he's an S tier. Penny Parker. Penny's between an A and a B. Simply because of domination. I'm gonna put her in B. Domination, she's an A. Anything else, she's a B. she got her buff with her headshots, and she can take space with her ult. But I just think that there's something missing with Penny. She can she can change a game for sure on domination, but any other mode, she's just not very good. She is good anti-dive, but she's just not good enough to carry. Like Groot is or Magneto. Like these two can solo tank. This is what my under solo tank, non-solo tanks right now. Strange. Strange is not an S tier anymore. Strange is an A tier because he got taken off of the Gamma Charge. He does not get as much value as before. He can still solo tank pretty well, but not nearly as good as he was last season. And I still very solid. His portals are very necessary. He's an A tier, just not as good as last season. Captain America, I'm putting in C. Same reasoning as Thor. Or kind of same reasoning as Venom, but same as Thor in the sense of if you have a Cap player on your team that knows how to play him, he can change the game for sure, and he's very good. But it's very hard. It's a very hard character to learn, and his value is just not there. He's basically just a tickle monster in the back line. You can actually just avoid him and probably be fine. But yeah, that's the tanks. I think it's a pretty solid list. There's no one in F tier yet. All the tanks are solid. All right, moving on to DPS, and I'm sure all of you guys were waiting for this because the DPS is what you guys all play anyways. But start with Iron Man. Iron Man is a C tier. He's not good. His ultimate can honestly be pretty good if you like use it to counter an ult like a Invisible Woman. I just realized, where is Invisible Woman? There's no Invisible Woman on this list. Interesting. There's no Invisible Woman or Magic. Or not Magic. Emma Frost. All right. Well, I'm gonna add that. And, but interesting. All right. Now going back to Iron Man. Iron Man is a C tier. His ult's the only thing that's counterable. His movement's not very good. If you wanted to play a movement character, Star-Lord's just the better pick. And that's why Star-Lord's an A pick. Star-Lord is an A. He's better. He's a better Iron Man. His movement's better. His ultimate is counterable, but still very good. It's auto aim. That's all you need to know. A tier. Black Widow F. Throw pick. I've seen some good Black Widows. Maybe if you do a team up with Mantis, sure. But I never seen a good Black Widow, to be honest. Not in person, at least. Black Panther. Black Panther's a B tier. He did get nerfed a little bit going into this season. I just think that there's better dive characters out there. He is solid. And his survivability is pretty good, but I just think there's better dive characters out there. Hela's an S tier. Hela, there's never a point when you shouldn't have a Hela on your team, to be completely honest with you, unless you're running full dive. Hela is just one of those characters that is broken, but also just needed. She can stop tanks very well. She has great mobility with her birds, and she can honestly do really good tank damage with her third ability, her daggers, that like 5 daggers that shoot out. She's very good. Hawkeye. I'm thinking I'm thinking B tier. He's a worse version of Hela. His ultimate is very good, but his movement is not as good as Hela, and against dive, he's just not there. Um, but he can get very good value, so that's why he's in B tier. Iron Fist, I would say he's an A tier. I was debating between B and A, but I do think he's a little bit better than Black Panther, just because of the fact that his survivability is better. He can heal himself, um, and he can block. He can block shots. That's what it comes down to. I think his movement is great. He can also go after the flyers. Um, he counters flyers somehow. This guy just can fly and punch him, but he's very good, very good. Magic is also an A tier. Um, if you guys didn't know, Magic is very highly picked in the high ranks. She is basically only counterable by using Penny Parker, but her movement is insane, and she just does very well. She has one shot combos. Very good. Very good. Not S tier though. S tier dive is Spider Man. Man, the amount of games that Spider Man has changed the game is just insane to me. He's not that hard because the only thing you need to aim with is the initial shot. You just need to hit one shot, one of your webs, but then you can hit a one shot combo every time, especially if you have the Venom team up. His movement's insane. Just, I never want to hear a Spider-Man complain about heals. Your movement is the best in the game. You can go get your own heals. All I'm saying. Going into that. Namor's S tier. Namor is the best anti-dive character in the game. If he is not banned, play him. It doesn't matter. He is just as good as a normal character, whether they're diving or not. His turrets are just a nuisance to the other team because they have to shoot him. Even if you don't have the Hulk team up, play Namor, dude. I'm sick of people thinking that Namor is bad just because he doesn't have the team up. He is still a good character. You just need to manage your turret cooldown a little bit better. That's all. He is very good at stopping dive without the team up. He should be played at every game. That's my underlying take. Psylocke is A tier. Psylocke's abilities and movement give her the best range for success. You do have to have good aim. Her ultimate is very good, but she is a great character. And, I mean, she's not necessarily that hard. You just flank, you get to the back line. And then with the Emma Frost team up, she's very good. Scarlet Witch is a B tier. She did get upgraded, or just buffed a little bit this season with the Strange team up, but I don't think that it's enough. It's better, for sure. And her mobility is great. Her survivability is great. Her ultimate's not there yet. You have to combo it with like an invisible ult. And yeah, I mean, if you combo it with a healer ult, where it's a guarantee, but I mean, she's just so easily counterable because of Strange. And like, even Invisible Woman can just throw up a shield and she'll survive. So she is better than before, but not there yet. Moon Knight's a B tier. I would argue would say C tier. He's an easy character. People at the higher ranks know to shoot the unks though, so he never has an unk available, and his ult got nerfed. To be honest, like, I don't think I've died to a Moon Knight ult without a group like to help with it all season. I don't. His ult is it's nerfed for sure. So that's why it's C tier. He just doesn't get enough value. Squirrel Girl. I don't care what you say. Squirrel Girl is an A tier character. You can stun, immobilize people, tanks especially. Her damage is insane, especially against walls. You need to play Squirrel Girl against walls, even more so than Punisher, I would say. She is very good. People will say that you don't have to have that much skill to play her, which is kind of true. You just kind of point and click. But she is still a very good character. And there's nothing taken away from that. Storm. Storm is a B tier. She doesn't have her team up anymore. With Thor and Captain America. But she's still solid, I would say. Nothing crazy. She can get good value, but her movement's not enough. She's easily counterable from Hela. She just doesn't have enough movement in the air, to be honest. Punisher. Punisher's a B tier as well. He's good against the Flyers. He's good against the Thing. Just realized he's not in a Johnny Storm. I don't know what I need to put on this list. I need to put a Fantastic Four on here. But he can counter him pretty well. I think he's good. Rocket team up's still there. But he's not as good as he was last season. He can be countered pretty easily still, I think, with dive. So, Bucky, thank God this guy got nerfed. Thank God. This guy's an A tier pick all time. Or S tier pick last season. This season, I'm going to put him in B. Same thing. Doesn't have a team up. His cap team up's not good. If you have a good Bucky, he's still very good. But honestly, nothing without the Rocket team up. Just doesn't do enough damage, to be honest. But if you can get an ult chain going, he's very good. Alright, last and not least, Wolverine. I'm deciding between A and B. I would say more B. He's good. Not nearly as broken as before. I haven't seen him banned like in any game, to be honest. If people are banning him in your lobby still, they're living in season 1.5. He can't change the game like he could last season. Just like Bucky. He's still good. He's just not nearly the level. Alright, we're back. I got these four. Let me start with Invisible Woman. Invisible Woman's S tier. Her survivability is great, like I mentioned before. Her shield is very good. It got nerfed a little bit to 250 HP, but every single high tier lobby that I see has an Invisible Woman, and rightfully so. Alright, the Thing. The Thing is B tier. He has good value. He's honestly got good survivability, especially with the Invisible Woman that I talked about. But these two together are better. But just him, he's a B tier. He can get countered by Punisher easily. Johnny Storm. Johnny's interesting this season. I think Johnny's an A tier player. The Johnny Storms that I've met or that I've run into this season are very good. People that know how to play him, very good. And his movement's pretty good. And then, like I said, Invisible Woman's played every match, so Johnny gets that team up, and very good. Mr. Fantastic, S tier. Call me crazy, guys. Call me insane. Mr. Fantastic is insanely good this season. Another anti-dive player that is very good. I wouldn't play him every game, but his value against dive is just so good, and his survivability is insane. Again, Invisible Woman team up, very good. Guys, that's my list. Let me know if you guys think this is a good list or not. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Guys, I just forgot I didn't do Emma Frost, so let me do her real quick. That's the whole reason, Season 2. Emma Frost, S tier tank. You should see her in every game. I'm not gonna lie. Her CC abilities, just able to move anybody, very good. Good survivability. You should see her in every game. 100%. Her team up with Magneto, very good. I mean, it's not as good as you might think, but with Psylocke, her team up can be very good. I'm giving Emma an S tier, and you guys can change my mind. I would say maybe the top of A tier to S tier, but that's what I'll say. These aren't in order, by the way, so don't get on me about like in order. Like this is the top of S tier 100%. It's just all S tier, all A tier, all B tier, all C tier. If you want to see me rank them individually from best character to worst character, I'll do that. But as of right now, this is where it stands. This is my final list. I'll be making an update on this if they update the game, and if there's patches that happen or nerfs, buffs. I'll make another one. But as of right now, Saturday April 26th, this is the list. This is these are the people you should see in every game, or banned every game. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time. Hey guys, welcome back to the series that I like to call Keif's Church. Today I want to talk to you guys about something simple but super powerful, and it's gratitude. In 1 Thessalonians 5:18, the Apostle Paul writes, "Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ." Notice how Paul doesn't say, "Give thanks for all circumstances," but rather, "in them." That means that no matter what you're walking through, whether it is joy or sorrow, success or struggle, we're invited to give thanks because God is still present and working. Gratitude isn't just about having a positive attitude, though. It's a spiritual discipline. It realigns our hearts with God's truth. It reminds us of who He is. He's a faithful, loving, generous God, and He shifts our focus from what we lack to what we've been given. In Scripture, Jesus gave thanks before feeding the 5,000. He gave thanks at the Last Supper, even knowing the cross was just hours away. Gratitude was a fundamental part of how He lived and how He loved. If we want to follow Jesus daily, gratitude isn't even optional. It's essential. And that doesn't have to be big. It can be as small as thanking God for the sunrise, your morning coffee, a kind word from a friend, or the strength to keep going. Gratitude trains our hearts to see God's fingerprints all around us, even on the hard days. Here's a practical idea. Try to think of 3 things that you're thankful for each day. You'll be amazed at how it opens your eyes to God's daily provisions and grace. So from here on out, let's take a moment and pause. What are you thankful for right now? Speak it out. Tell it to God. Maybe even text someone and thank them for how they've blessed your life. Because when we practice gratitude, we're not just being polite. We're drawing near to God, honoring Him, and reflecting Jesus to the world around us. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's keep choosing gratitude and following Jesus with thankful hearts one day at a time. God bless you.